There's a stigma out there that this is really an old person's disease and we shouldn't be concerned about it until we hit that magic number of 65. But really there's, behind every person living with Alzheimer's, there's a child, there's a grandparent. In my case, being the grandchild, I know that there's many other grandchildren out there or children living with someone who has Alzheimer's. This is something that doesn't just affect old people.
My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 63. At the time, I was a sophomore in college. It completely turned my life and hers upside down. I ended up moving her to college with me so I could still go to class and be a full-time caregiver. And while most of my friends were out having lives, I was at home cooking, doing laundry, cleaning, doing everything she couldn't do for herself anymore.
I've been impacted by Alzheimer's because my mother was diagnosed at the age of 61. The impact was substantial. They lost their retirement years. They lost many, many years that they should have had together traveling and enjoying life and enjoying their grandchildren. As a family, we were giving up our time with our own families and our own children, which we gladly did. But there was an unfairness to it that I don't think you can really put words to.
My grandmother was pretty much my heart. We didn't have the financial resources to be able to have full in-house care or be able to have hospice care, to say the least. And being able to know that during spring breaks and other breaks from college, it wasn't spent being able to enjoy it, but more so spent being able to care for my grandmother, gave me just this badge of honor and a source of strength to understand how to care for someone who had once cared for me.
There's a lot of reasons to care. You know, it doesn't just affect me. There's millions of people like myself who have had to go visit a grandparent or a parent.
My mother inspires me every day because even though this disease has taken her memory, has taken her ability to function on a day-to-day basis, she gets up and she gets dressed and she puts a smile on her face and puts her best face on every day.
I care because I have a 15-month-old granddaughter and I want her to know me. I want to know her. And it's frightening when you think about the loss that Alzheimer's deals to you, to a family.
I care because Alzheimer's disease has completely changed my mother's life and my life. If I can prevent one family from going through what my family did, it's worth every minute of my time, every dollar I can fundraise, and it means the world to me.
I called the helpline because I didn't know where to turn, and I went to a caregiver support group where I was in my 20s and most people were much older than me, but I needed someone with wisdom and experience to guide me through the process in helping my mother achieve the best care possible.
The Alzheimer's Association provided an outlet for me to ask questions and to feel like I was going to get some real answers. You kind of have a feeling of helplessness with this disease because the thing that you hear is there's no way to treat it, there's no way to prevent it, so there's a tendency to just throw your hands up in the air. But really there are many things that you can do, and you learn those by working with an organization like the Alzheimer's Association. Anything from prevention to treatment, advancements that we can get to help others so that they don't have to go through the same thing. That's why I care.